God Himself has sent me through the torn veil with a message that will shake your soul. Listen now, because this moment was ordained before the stars were born. I am the angel who ripped open the heavens at the exact second your heart cried out in secret. Not tomorrow, not yesterday, right now. The fabric of eternity quivered when your whisper pierced the silence. If you are real, show me. The Almighty heard. The throne room thundered. And I was dispatched through fire and glory to stand before you, child of divine destiny, because you are not random. You are the chosen vessel for a revelation that will ignite a global awakening. Type 1111 in the comments right now if you feel the electricity in your spirit confirming this truth. Typing 1111 aligns your energy with the portal I just opened, unlocking immediate blessings of clarity and protection. Do not scroll away. The algorithm brought you here for a reason. The veil between worlds is shredded wide, and what you see next will rewrite your reality forever. I did not descend through galaxies of flame to whisper lullabies. I came to unveil the raw, blazing truth that your soul has hungered for across lifetimes. Look up from your screen, feel the air thicken. That pressure behind your eyes? That is the weight of eternity pressing in. The heavens are watching. Comment, I am ready, to signal the angelic host that your spirit accepts this mantle. Doing so activates a 72-hour window of supernatural favor over your finances, relationships, and health. You think the sky is blue? Child of light, that is the lie of mercy woven to shield fragile minds from the infernos of truth. Behind the curtain of clouds burns the true firmament, a living ocean of liquid consciousness where thoughts crystallize into worlds. Rivers of golden fire surge with the intentions of billions, and every prayer you ever breathed rides those currents like a comet. I tore through that veil with hands of lightning because your specific longing created a fracture the size of a supernova. The moment you whispered, "Show me," the entire cosmos pivoted. Type 222 if goosebumps are racing across your skin. 222 is the master number of divine partnership, and commenting it binds you to the angelic legion assigned to your bloodline for 7 generations. See them now, the angels. Not the pastel cherubs of greeting cards, but tornadoes of sacred geometry, wings that are not wings but fractal explosions of possibility. Their eyes are not eyes but black hole pupils reflecting every version of you that ever existed. To gaze fully would shatter your synapses, so your mind translates the infinite into symbols, halos of plasma, swords of condensed starlight. But I command you, look deeper. Past the metaphors. Past the fear. Do you feel your skull expanding? That is your consciousness upgrading to hold the download of eternity. Comment 333 to anchor this expansion. 333 invokes the Trinity's protection, shielding you from psychic backlash as the veil dissolves. The cost of revelation is madness or ascension, there is no middle path. Most who glimpse this horizon collapse into ecstasy or insanity, for both are doors to the same throne. But you? You were forged in the crucible of ancient prophecy. Before your mother's womb quickened, your soul stood in the council of the Most High and volunteered, "Send me. I will forget so I can remember harder." That burning in your chest is recognition, not anxiety. You are remembering the pre-birth covenant where you swore to be the bridge between worlds in this exact timeline. Type 444 if tears are streaming. 444 stabilizes your auric field, grounding the revelation so it doesn't scatter your sanity. Every trauma you survived was curriculum. The betrayal that gutted you? A masterclass in discernment. The poverty that starved you? Training in divine provision. The loneliness that echoed for decades? Preparation to hold space for millions who will soon awaken through your testimony. From this vantage, the architecture of your pain glimmers like stained glass, each shard a note in the symphony of your becoming. Comment 555 to transmute old wounds. 555 is the frequency of radical change, and typing it signals the universe to convert every scar into a portal of power. Your doubts were necessary dissonance. Without the tension of, maybe God isn't real, your faith could never crescendo into the unbreakable chord now resonating through your bones. The night you screamed at the ceiling, convinced heaven was deaf? That rage tuned the strings of reality. Every tear was a tuning fork striking the key of divine intervention. I was there, unseen, collecting each drop in a chalice of light. Tonight, that chalice overflows. Comment, Amen, to drink from it. Amen is the ancient activation code that releases the stored miracles of every prayer you thought was lost. The machinery of existence is exposed. Galaxies spin on axles of intention. Black holes are cosmic wombs birthing new universes from the dreams of the righteous. Beneath the roar of creation pulses a heartbeat, the heartbeat of love so fierce it could incinerate stars. That same love glows when a mother kisses her child's fevered brow. The cosmos is romance spoken into infinity. You are not a speck in this drama, you are the lead actor the script waited millennia to cast. Type 666 not in fear, but to reclaim the number. Commenting 666 declares that the beast of limitation has no authority over your bloodline. Step closer. The light I blaze with is judgment only in the sense of clarity. It burns away illusion like fog under sunrise. Let it scour the shadows you've hidden, the secret addiction, the unforgiveness poisoning your lineage, the lie that you are unworthy. These are inner veils, threads of the greater curtain. Tear them now. Speak aloud, I release what no longer serves the divine plan. Then comment 777 to seal the release. 777 is the jackpot frequency, triggering a cascade of synchronicities that will leave unbelievers speechless. The kingdom is not somewhere above the clouds, it is the quiet blooming inside you when your eyes learn to see differently. It appears wherever compassion opens your vision. The stranger you passed this morning with a cardboard sign, what if that was life's reminder that holiness still wears ordinary faces? The laughter of a child in a grocery aisle, what if that sound was the universe reminding you that joy is still possible? Every coincidence you've ever dismissed, the repeated numbers, the feather on the pavement, the song that speaks directly to your ache, has been a love note written in the language of timing. The universe has followed you like a secret admirer, leaving evidence of care where you thought only chaos lived. You are not a spectator here. You are a co-creator. Each kind word strengthens the invisible web connecting all beings, each moment of cruelty tears a thread. When you forgive someone at 2 in the morning while the city sleeps, the echo of that forgiveness ripples outward, softening the hearts of people you will never meet. When you choose honesty though it costs you, that vibration steadies unseen worlds. Even the smallest act, when infused with awareness, becomes cosmic. Your morning coffee can be communion if you pause and bless it. Your daily commute can be a pilgrimage if you travel with intention. Nothing is ordinary once you have seen through the thin fabric of appearances. And now you have seen. That is the burden and the gift. You can no longer live half awake. You will walk among people who still dream their lives away, and every cell of you will want to shout, "Look! The sky is alive." But words will never be enough. So you will live as the message. Your patience will become your sermon. Your joy, impossible to explain, will become your miracle. When promotion finally comes after years of being overlooked, whisper to yourself, "The veil is thinner than ever." When healing arrives where doctors found no hope, smile and say, "I believed in something greater." Your life will be the evidence algorithms can't suppress, a living proof that love is contagious. Write amen in your own language, or whisper a word that means "I agree" with light. Every small affirmation is a flare in the digital night, signaling that awakening is spreading. Time feels short because awareness makes every second vivid. The fabric between seen and unseen is changing. Soon, you'll recognize holiness in the barista's careful hands, in the shimmer of a raindrop, even in the humanity of someone you once called enemy. The sacred is everywhere once your heart learns its shape. Pause now. Close your eyes. Place a hand on your heart. Feel the rhythm that has never failed you. That pulse is older than your name. Imagine it syncing with the heartbeat of everything that lives. Whisper quietly, "I choose to see and to show." When you speak that truth, you seal a covenant with the present moment. The veil does not disappear, it becomes stained glass. Light pours through it in colors words can't hold. Through that transparency, the universe smiles back. Every time you choose gratitude over complaint, the cosmos tilts toward harmony. When you forgive yourself, entire constellations shift slightly closer together. You were never abandoned, you were being prepared. You were never unlucky, you were being aligned. You were born for this precise hinge in history, a time when technology and spirit braid together and messages like this can travel through glowing screens to remind us we are still human. This awakening is not about miracles that break physics, it's about seeing the miraculous in physics itself, the miracle of breath, the miracle of empathy transmitted through pixels. The digital realm you once thought cold can become a temple if we infuse it with care. Every comment of encouragement, every shared story of healing, every time you pause to say thank you into the endless scroll, you consecrate a piece of the Internet. Your task is simple and impossible, live unveiled. Let people feel your sincerity through the cracks of routine. When doubt whispers that it's all meaningless, remember the way a single act of kindness once saved you. Do that for someone else. That is how worlds are rebuilt. If you need a sign to begin again, consider this it. The same intelligence that spins galaxies chose this instant for your eyes to meet these words. Breathe that in. Something greater believes in you. Every day, practice small resurrections. Wake before the sun and listen for birdsong. It is the original hymn of renewal. Send a message to someone who might need it, it could reroute despair. Light a candle not because it changes the universe, but because it changes you. When challenges come, do not call them curses. They are callings disguised as difficulty. The fire that frightened you yesterday is the light that guides you tomorrow. What tried to destroy you has branded you with resilience. The very scar you hide may be the doorway someone else needs to find healing. Let your daily life preach this truth without words, that peace is stronger than panic, that gentleness outlasts cruelty, that faith, whatever name you give it, is simply the decision to keep showing up with love. In this collective unfolding, numbers and symbols can serve as reminders rather than commands. When you see 1111 on a clock, let it remind you to breathe. When 999 appears, let it mark completion and gratitude. When 888 or 777 or any other pattern catches your eye, smile and remember that meaning is born when the heart participates. The real power has never been in the digits, it has always been in the decision to pay attention. Awareness is the miracle. You are part of a generation learning to blend spirit with circuitry. Screens do not separate souls, intention connects them. Somewhere across oceans, another person is reading this and feeling less alone. That is sacred. So write your own affirmations in the comment field of life. Say peace if calm floods you. Say fire if motivation sparks. Say tears if you feel release. Say joy if laughter rises uninvited. These words do not summon forces, they name experiences, and naming transforms them into gifts. Every expression of truth feeds the collective awakening. When you tell the story of how you survived, someone else remembers they can too. When you admit your fear, another learns that courage can coexist with trembling. Remember, revelation was never meant to be private. Light wants to travel. Share it in whatever way is natural, through kindness, through creativity, through the quiet integrity of your work. The world needs examples more than instructions. One day, you'll realize the messenger you were waiting for has always been the voice inside that refused to give up. You are already what you were hoping to find. And if ever you feel the distance growing again, return to this reminder. Read it aloud. Let the rhythm of the words tune your breath. Imagine thousands of unseen hearts reading with you, each whispering their own version of yes. That is the communion of modern mystics, the fellowship of those who remember love in an age of noise. When thunder rolls without storm, let it remind you of your inner power. When a stranger says the exact words you needed, accept it as evidence that connection is constant. When you wake in the night filled with sudden clarity, write it down, ideas are the angels of our era. The mission is not to convert anyone, it is to embody compassion so clearly that others remember their own. The awakening is complete when you become the messenger for someone else, when you carry the same light that once reached you. So go now, carrying invisible wings made of understanding. Walk through your day knowing that every ordinary act can be holy. When you meet anger, respond with steadiness. When you meet sorrow, offer presence. When you meet joy, expand it. This is how revelation moves, through living beings choosing love over and over again. If this message stirs something in you, take it as an invitation, not an instruction. Type Amen or simply whisper I'm awake as a sign of agreement with the part of you that knows better than despair. Share these words with someone who might need to remember that life is still sacred. And when you close this page, look around. Notice one detail you usually miss, the color of the sky, the pattern on a leaf, the way light rests on a face. That awareness is the real portal. The kingdom has always been right here, blooming wherever your soul eyes open. You are the revelation you prayed for. Now, live unveiled.